Good day, sir. We are Set B, Group Brown, and we will discuss about physical injury, about thermal injuries, effects of heat, and intentional fire. First reporter, first reporter.
Thermal injuries. Ito ang mga pinsala sa katawan na dulot ng sobrang init, gaya ng apoy, steam, hot liquids o mainit na bagay. At ang pinakakaraniwang uri ng thermal injury ay nagdudulot ng pamumula ng balat, pananakit at kaunting pamamaga. Deaths. Ito ang pagkamatay ng isang tao dahil sa matinding init o pasok o paglanghap ng mainit na hangin, usok o nakakalasong gas tulad ng carbon monoxide sa sunog at maaaring magdulot ng hirap sa paghinga at kakulangan ng oxygen. Next reporter po.
Next.
So yung heat cramps are muscle pains or spasm that happen when you sweat a lot during exercise in a hot weather. So yung mga cause nila is losing salt and water through sweat or even working too hard in a heat without drinking enough water. Tapos yung mga signs nito is painful muscle cramps, usually in legs, arms, or stomach, or even sweat, or even heavy sweating. To prevent this, you need to drink plenty waters and to take breaks in a shade. Don't overwork in a heat. Tapos yung heat exhaustion occurs when body loses too much water and salt. It happens when your body gets too hot and can't cool down properly. It usually comes from being out in the sun too long, working or exercising too much, or not even drinking enough water. And yung mga symptoms nito is heavy sweating, dizziness, nausea, headache, and fainting. And yung heat exhaustion, pwede siya mag-lead to heat stroke kapag hindi na treated yung mga symptoms na included. So to prevent this, you need to stay hydrated and avoid doing activity during the hottest part of the day. Next reporter.
Next is yung heat stroke. Ito naman po yung yung pinakamalala or pinakaseryosong kondisyon na nangyayari sa isang tao. Nangyayari ito kapag sobrang init ng katawan at hindi na kayang mag-cool down. Pwedeng mauwi ito sa pagkakoma o pagkamatay kung hindi agad maagapan. Then yung mga symptoms niya is confusion, dry skin, rapid pulse, unconsciousness. Next, reporter. Next
So,
reporter.
so local effects of heat, may scald and thermal burns. Sa scald is yung mga cause ng hot liquids or steam, while yung sa thermal burns naman is caused by other heat sources like dry heat or flames. It can lead to deeper, full thickness burns. Similarities nila is they both cause local skin damage. Next reporter.
Purposes of intentional fire. Intentional fires can be legal or illegal depending on the purpose of and intent. At dito naman sa intentional fire, ito yung sinasadyang pagsunog. Hindi siya aksidente. Pwede itong legal tulad ng ginagamit sa agriculture, pagsunog ng damo para sa next planting season o sa training ng firefighters. Pero pwede din itong maging illegal gaya ng arson kung saan sinusunog ang bahay o ari-arian para sa masamang dahilan. Next reporter po.
So, may classification of burns by degree. May apat na degree burn. Una is yung first degree burn or superficial burn. Naapektuhan nito yung mga outer layer of the skin or yung epidermis. Ang symptoms nito is yung yung redness, mild swelling, pain, dry skin, or no blisters. Example na to is yung sunburn. And sa sunburn, ang healing time niya is 3 to 6 days without usually without scarring. Next. Sa second degree burn naman or partial thickness burn, ang naapektuhan naman nito is yung mga epidermis and part ng dermis or second skin of layer. Sa symptoms naman is yung symptoms naman nito is blisters, red or splotchy skin, swelling, severe pain. Ang healing time naman nito is 2 to 3 weeks and it may leave scars or discoloration. Next reporter.
Third degree burn, full thickness burn, affects a layer of the skin, possibly reaching fat, muscle, or bones. Third degree burn or full thickness burn involve injury to the deepest level of tissue. Your skin will be charred with white or black and may be numb. There is likely to be nerve damage, so there might no pain. Do not measure the severity of the burn by the amount of the pain that you are in. Let the doctor decide that for you. Symptoms: skin appeared white, charred, brown, and leathery. May be painless due to the nerve damage. No blister. Requires immediately medical attention and often skin grafting. Healing time: long-term healing, permanent damage likely. Next reporter.
Fourth degree burn, extended full thickness, less common in basic classifications. Affects all skin layers plus underlying muscles, tendons, and bones. Symptoms: blackened skin, exposed tissue, no pain, nerve endings destroyed. Life-threatening, requires surgery and rehabilitation. Yung fourth degree burn ay hindi basta isang paso or sunog. Ang fourth degree burn ay isang delikado nakakamatay na uri ng paso dahil umaabot ito hindi lamang sa mga balat ng ating katawan, kundi umaabot ito sa lahat ng layer ng ating balat, sa mga buto or mga muscles natin. Ang sintomas ng fourth degree burn ay pag-itim o pagsunog ng balat, pagkita ng mga kalamnan o buto. Mga dapat gawin upang mapabilis ang paggaling ng fourth degree burn: magpa-opera para alisin ang mga patay na laman, emergency medical treatment, matagalang gamutan at physical therapy. Next reporter.
Legal purposes of fire o legal na paggamit ng apoy. Kabilang dito ang agricultural clearing o paglilinis ng mga sakahan. Halimbawa is pagsusunog ng mga tuyong damo o yung mga sanga para linisin yung lugar. Pangalawa, controlled burns to prevent wildfires. Sa madaling salita, ito ay kontroladong pagsusunog o sadyang pagsunog para maiwasan ang malawakang pagkasunog ng damuhan o ng kagubatan. Next, firefighter training drills. Gumagamit ng apoy ang mga bumbero para sa kanilang pagsasanay upang masanay ang mga bumbero sa kung paano nila i-responda yung isang emergency. So, ang lahat ng ito ay ginagawa or dapat gawin ng may kaalaman at pag-iingat. Next reporter.
Legal purposes. Arson is the deliberate settings of fire of unlawful purposes. Arson is the criminal act of intentionally, like yung pagsira or pagsunog sa ari-arian ng tao dahil sa may sama ng loob. Then yung insurance fraud naman is, for example, dito yung pagsunog sa ari-arian para lang makakuha ng insurance money. Then yung reverse of or vandalism is, for example, yung pag-destroy sa property dahil lang sa may sama ng loob. Then yung destroying evidence of crime. For example, dito is yung pagsunog sa evidence para lang maitago yung isang krimen tulad ng pagpatay. Then yung consequences ay yung life of loss of life, property damage, and criminal penalties. Next reporting po.
The main point is the thermal injuries range from minor burns to fatal heat stroke. Pwede kayong makaranas ng minor burns o mababaw lang na paso kagaya ng paghawak sa mainit na kawali. Habang ang ibang tao rin ay maaaring magkaroon ng serious conditions gaya na lang ng heat stroke na maaaring humantong sa pagkamatay kung hindi agad ito maaagapan. Ibig sabihin mula sa mga simpleng paso lang hanggang sa matinding sakit na dala ng init, lahat ng ito ay kabilang sa thermal injuries. Again, the main point is thermal injuries can range from mild to deadly. Local and systematic effects require different responses. Local effects, nangyayari siya sa isang area lang ng ating katawan. Like napasok ka sa left hand mo. So yung gagamutin mo lang ay yung spot o yung area na iyon. While ang systematic effects means the whole body. Apektado lahat ng katawan mo from head to toe, kagaya ng heat stroke or shock. Then it needed quick, fully body medical help kung sabaga, load and go immediately. And the intentional fires must always be justified and lawful. If magsusunog man tayo ng sinadya tulad ng sa farming o clearing land, dapat itong tuluyang patayin pagkatapos gamitin. Gawin ng maayos, tapusin ng buo at may pahintulot ng mga autoridad upang maiwasan ang aksidente o parusa. Again, the main point is intentional fire must be controlled and legal. Thank you.
And that's all for thank you po.